Blackmore.
Back to the world of Mortal Kombat. In this episode, we're going to be taking a dive into one of the other realms that I haven't really explored this time around throughout this series. We're going to be taking a look at the Order realm, and yes, we're going to be discussing the general that keeps the law and order and the peace of that realm, the one and only Hotaru.
Hotaru's mission is to keep order at any and all costs.
Hotaru is an interesting character. He kind of has this whole loyalty and order persona, and he has kind of a big presence.
And what's interesting about Hotaru's fighting style, and not only that, this will be the very first time I'm going to be discussing this particular martial art that he has too. We have Bashanfan and Pigua, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that, but I want to sit there and try to pick apart and find what is Bashanfan, which is already a pretty interesting martial art throughout my deep dive that I'm going to be finding out throughout this video. So I hope you enjoy what's in store. Please sit back, kick your feet up, grab your snacks, and enjoy today's episode, folks. Bashanfan, also known as 8 Flashing Fans, is a pretty lesser known but highly respected martial art from China. This will be the first time I believe I'm covering this martial art on this channel too. It originated during the Ming Dynasty and was developed by martial artists who sought to create a system that emphasized speed, agility, and precision. The name Bashanfan reflects the art's focus on fluid, fast movements that resemble the opening and closing of a fan. This martial art is a pretty rare one, so not so much information is there, which makes it difficult to fully see its origins and growth during the time. So I do apologize for the little information there is out there for this martial art here going forward. Bashanfan is mainly a stand-up striking art, but incorporates elements of grappling and throwing into it. Its strikes look similar to a fan snapping open, so you'll see things like fan strikes, joint locks, throws, circular movements, and dodging evasions. Practitioners can effectively neutralize larger and stronger opponents by targeting weak points and using their opponent's momentum against them. Its focus on evasion and quick strikes makes it really useful in self-defense situations where space and time are limited. As soon as China became more modern though, rare arts like this started declining in practitioners over time, so not too many practitioners out there these days. Much what is known about Bashanfan has been passed down through tradition, which can lead to a loss or distortion of techniques over generations. Again, folks, I do apologize on the little information there is out there. This is as much as what I could find out there. A lot of things are either it's just another one of those martial arts out there that I've covered in the past that is just lost through time, unfortunately. So not too much text or information is out there, and a lot of this information, like I mentioned earlier, is just passed down through generations of other practitioners out there and what little they know. So the art in itself gets more and more watered down over time as most of those techniques get lost. So there's not much I can say here, unfortunately. Pigua is another traditional Chinese martial art known for its strong, whipping movements of the arms and torso, combined with agile footwork. Something that I've covered in the past as well, of several different characters out there besides Mortal Kombat. So it's interesting to see this style make its way all the way to this series as well. So let's go over this style briefly. I don't want to end up having to, I would say, spew out the information that you may have already known or so, but I digress. It has characteristic strikes that resemble the motion of chopping and swinging. Practitioners focus on developing internal energy and enhancing their strength, speed, and flexibility. Pigua is often practiced alongside Bashanfan, another martial art, to complement its fluid, circular techniques with more direct, forceful strikes. So you're always going to see these two intertwine with each other, whether you're practicing Bashanfan or Pigua.
So, what do you guys think? Bashanfan, and this martial art, it is pretty interesting out there, but it just sucks that there's not that much history or lore or really just anything in general out there. I even tried looking up to see if there's any practitioners out there, whether out in the country or by some miracle somewhere in the US out there, but I really couldn't find too much luck on that front. So this, unfortunately, like I mentioned before, this will be another martial art that is just lost through time, which sucks to hear that, and I hope we can end up one day being able to fully recover a lot more of these martial arts. That way they can be preserved out there too, and just passed down even more through generations out there, because it sucks hearing like particular fighting styles out there, whether they're effective or not, actually get recorded and documented, more so I would say. But for Hotaru's case, maybe we will see this character in some shape or form make his return in MK2 or whatever they end up calling the newest Mortal Kombat after MK1, because he is still highly mentioned even in this new era. So it is a very, very big surprising thing to me that we are still hearing this man get mentioned, and the fact that we got a new era rendition of Li Mei, Havoc, Darius, and several other characters of the 3D era. I'm sure we will see eventually Hotaru make his comeback, and boy, it's gonna be glorious whenever they end up redesigning him on top of that. And I'm sure we're still gonna see that sleek armor design of his, but just a tad of a touch-up. What do you guys think? Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments of what you think of this particular martial art, and if you're a fan of Hotaru in general, I'd love to hear your thoughts out there. But if you enjoyed today's episode, please give a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay updated on any upcoming content coming to the channel. And folks, I just want to come out there and just give my gratitude once again. I appreciate all of the support you guys are just always just giving me more than anything. I'm blessed to have y'all here on the channel, and I'm blessed in general just to be able to provide these videos and things of that nature, which this is something I still just enjoy doing, and just discovering just new different ways of learning about a lot of these different martial arts out there. Many of them that I never particularly heard of, like especially Bashanfan, that was particularly new territory for me. So it was a treat to get what little there is that I did see out there. But please, y'all stay safe out there. More importantly, enjoy y'all's day. See you next time. Peace.
The study of Kung Fu fighting is ongoing. Don't ever hope to master all of them. So be careful.